Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank you, everybody who's been listening to the show tonight. We appreciate that. A very, very rousing and spirited show. Special thank you and shout out to Mr. L.P. Steven Sykes and our sister Ashley of Enliven Radio, who are on Legacy Internet Radio every single Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern until 9 or until they finish. Special shout out to our sister Dee Dee, who is here with us as well. We lost the three of them, but we're moving on. We're going to get through our rants and we're going to get through our closings. And as we do every single week, we will inaugurate the newbies and let them know how we do it. And so I'm going to ask our sister Danielle to jump to the mic first as we go through our rants and our closings. And basically, sis, how this works is you grab the mic and you say whatever it is that's on your spirit, on your heart as we close out the show. And so now that you have the mic, you can say whatever it is that you want to say. You can reiterate something that you said earlier, or you can share something that you didn't get an opportunity to share. The floor is yours, my sister.
All right. I'm going to take this time to, just thank you all for inviting me here to, speak my piece about MS, for the invite, and Archie invited me to tag along with him, and for everybody that took the time to listen to what we had to say and supporting us out there tonight, and, showing much love for the calls and questions that you all had, much appreciated. And I hope, you learned something and, take and share and support us and, maybe, donate. Help us with our cause and all. And, I'm new to this, so, I hope I, made some good points and brought some awareness to everybody, and hope it was fun and entertaining and didn't bore you. But, thanks for showing the love. I guess that's, all I can say.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate having you here. And as I'm sure First Lady Lissa P and co-host SY can attest, if you come here, you kick it with us one time, you family and whatnot. As you can see, I'm pick on you. Archie, I'm going to pick on you because you're my brother and you're my sister. So thank you, both of you guys, for being here. Archie, I'm going to give you the floor in just a minute. Let me get a comment in here. Our brother Hakeem is listening, long-time listener and a brother of mine and a brother of ours. He's referring to the piece that we just had from Dr. Claude Anderson that we played during the last break. He says that blacks aren't the majority of the prison population. White people are. I believe I think you mean Evander Holyfield, was a majority owner of one of the largest minority-owned providers in this cable providers in the country. In the 60s and 70s, black revolutionaries all preached a socialist communist doctrine. Why we got to be capitalists now. That's why Malcolm and others ridiculed black leaders, because they wanted to be white or act like their oppressors. So that's Hakeem's comment. We appreciate it. Thank you, brother, for continuing to listen and to support us. At this time of the show, we're going to move to our brother Archie Fleming, who has joined us here on the show for the first time. And I hope I don't put him on the spot by saying, I hope this ain't the last time I see you, man, because I like you, and I don't like a lot of people. And people tell you I might be one of the meanest, grumpiest people you will ever meet, around you. But you cool, man. You got a real good spirit about you, and you brought our sister Danielle to the show as well, and it's been a pleasure hanging out with her as well. You and I have talked a few times over the last couple of weeks, getting tonight's set up. So I'm just glad that it happened. I'm glad it happened the way it happened. I think that the folks who were listening got a lot of information, and it wasn't just clinical. It was personal. A lot of times you get this kind of information and it's just somebody lecturing you about, a situation or an affliction or a disease or whatever it is, the appropriate phrase. But as someone who is living with it, you can put a personal touch on it in a way that these folks can't, because they ain't got it. They just think they know about it. Mm-hmm. And another thing that's very, very important about this show is that we make a point of coming in here and having fun. And you guys, Danielle and Archie, you both were good sports. We picked on y'all because we pick on everybody. So if you come here and you got thin skin, you probably at the wrong place. But you came in, you had fun, you gave us what you needed to give us. It was serious when it needed to be serious, and you were great sports. So I love y'all for that, and I appreciate you being here. Brother, the floor is yours. Anything you want to say to close it out, man?
Well, I would like to say, first of all, thank you for having me. I had a ball, and know this won't be the last time I'll be on the MSC. And also, please support the MS Foundation people and come out on April the 30th for the MS Walk. It's a free thing. Walking is free. So come out April 30th. It's a Saturday out in Innsbruck. Come out and walk and support us. Thank you.
I can dig it. Our brother Archie Fleming. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank you. Of course, I'm going to pass the mic to our sister and the First Lady, comedian, that's Lissa P.
Ow, ow.
What you got, sis?
Well, again, I just want to thank Legacy Internet Radio and Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. and the crew, his sexy co-host, SY, for for having me in the building, in the den, once again, with all of these sexy, fine folks. I'm so glad that I got to meet Danielle. I feel like I have a new best friend, and I appreciate that because I like best friends because they give gifts. So just to let you know, I like candles, socks, and nice walks on the beach. But yeah, I know, totally left field. But yeah, I'm so glad to have met you, Beauty. It was definitely not boring. It was very, very informative. I wish we would have had longer. But who knows? We may have another show with just you all for the whole 2 hours to do what you want to do. So we'll talk to the owner about that, Mr. Marcus J. Archie, I can't even say anything about you. No, that I love you. I appreciate you. You opened my eyes really to the world of MS. Like I said, I knew a little bit about it, dealing with our sister Joy. But I really, really didn't know as much as I learned tonight. So again, thank you to you both. Archie, I'll see you at the barbershop. SY, I love you. I love seeing your face. I love playing your games, even if I don't win at them, which I usually don't. And again, Marcus J., thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for having Legacy Internet Radio for us to have a voice. And we know that you're never, ever, ever going to go anywhere. So that's all. Thank you. I love you. And good night.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. It's time for my co-host and yours, Hakeem. Your girl's about to start talking. It's time for her to tell us why she is, in fact, a grown woman.
Let me get that.
What was that, Jack?
Ooh, that was shock.
Yeah, that was her.
All right,
that was her aggressiveness.
I know the
over there.
jam. That's my song. That's my song. Y'all know that's my song. And you know what? Christmas is coming. It's time for me to get a new one. But that is the one that makes me happy. That one just makes me want to dance, when I could really move. Like, I can't. Hey, y'all. The students are taking pictures while the teacher is speaking. Now, you shouldn't have phones in the classroom. Again?
Hey, Archie, she snitched on you. She gave it up quick, too. She
snitched on you.
She snitched on you,
some
brother.
Stitches.
She's at the right place, the studio, because she is singing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But really, it was wonderful meeting you both. We did. We have so much fun. Please, please, please come back. And because you are now family, I don't really eat meat, so bring me some vegetables, some fruits, and things like that. That's cool. Okay?
We back for stuff now that you're family.
You bring us water, and it doesn't matter if it has the taste of vodka. It's okay. Okay. But thank you guys for listening, Cass. Thank you for helping your mama out with my facts. Hakeem. And thank you to DJ for not picking on me and my scarf today. Even though my twist, my locks need to be done, I'm not wearing a scarf, girl, okay? But other than that, I really don't have a rant. It was Monday. Y'all know I'm always on a Monday. But when I come in, it's all good. Like, everything changes. It's fun, and I love it. And now I have to go back home. All right, that's it. Bye.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. Hakeem says he here, baby. He said he here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
said he's here. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. Thanking everybody for just a fabulous show, man. I had more fun here tonight than I've had in a long time doing the show. It is our anniversary. You know, we are celebrating 4 years of Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. The show, not Legacy Internet Radio. Legacy Internet Radio is a little bit younger than that, but the show, of course, Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. We started on another website 4 years ago. Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. was the succession of the original Green Room that was hosted by our brother Jay Grizzy. And so shout out to him, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been doing this show 4 years ago, and certainly not now. So shout out to Jay Grizzy. You'll hear him here on the show next week. He's scheduled to be with us in studio next week. So shout out to him. And congratulations to my current co-host, SY. Shout out to our brother Jay, Mr. 3375. Shout out to our sister Dee Dee. Shout out to comedian S. Lissa P., the First Lady of Legacy Internet Radio. Shout out to our brother Big Rule, my co-founder and former co-host. Shout out to our brother Carlton Banks, another former co-host. Shout out to our brother JR, another former co-host. Shout out to Big Bro Joe. Shout out to Arthur Charisma. Shout out to our sister Toyana. Shout out to our sister Tony. Shout out to our sister Blessed. And, of course, if I missed anybody, charge it again to my head and not my heart. I tried to get everybody who has been an official part of Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. throughout the 4 years that we've been on the air across 2 different internet radio stations. Thank you to Mr. LP, Stephen Sykes, our sister Ashley. Thank you to our sister Cookie who called in, Kaz who checked in, DJ Renee Melendez who checked in, our brother Hakeem who checked in. Anybody else who is listening who didn't check in, we appreciate, because we can see your lights on. But since you didn't want to call yourself out, we won't call you out. But very, very, very special thank you to our sister Danielle and our brother Archie for being here and sharing with us. I know I gave him thank you before, but I can't thank him enough for sharing the light with us here on Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J., which you can hear every single Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Legacy Internet Radio with the flagship show of our station. On Tuesday nights, you can hear Mr. LP Stephen Sykes and his sister Ashley and Raw Silk every single Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern on Enliven Radio. Wednesday nights, you've got the Uptown Lounge featuring the Great Debate at 8. They're on at 7 p.m. Thursday nights, you've got All Throttle Radio, the biker show from an urban perspective, again at 7 p.m. Eastern. Friday nights, you've got the pregame, getting you ready for the weekend at 8 p.m. every single Friday night. On Saturdays, we replay our shows that we just gave you throughout the week. We replay them up until 7 p.m. when Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez airs at 7 p.m. Eastern. Then the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix all night, taking you into Sunday morning when Amplified Gospel picks up for about 24 hours. If you want to continue listening to Legacy Internet Radio during the day when we don't have any shows, don't fret, because we are playing music all day, every day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. You've got something going on here at Legacy Internet Radio. At this time of the show, we always profile a missing and or exploited child. This night is no different. We're looking for Kalela Casey. Kalela Casey is missing for right here in the Cap City in Henrico, Virginia. She's been missing since November 30th, 2015. She's missing from Richmond, Henrico area. She's 17-year-old black female with brown hair and brown eyes. She stands 5 foot tall and weighs 120 pounds. She has a tattoo on her wrist. If you have seen Kalela Casey, please contact the Henrico County Police Department at 804-501-8255. 804-501-5000. Hit them up on their website, missingkids.com, or call them at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-THE-LOST. At this time, it's time for me to close out the show. As I've been saying lately, I don't have a whole lot, that I've got, really on my spirit. I kind of get most of it out of my spirit earlier in the show. But the main thing that I've been talking about, as you heard, as we talked about with the clip that I played from Dr. Claude Anderson, the main thing that I'm dealing with these days is group economics. Truth Fighters Ministries. Our mission here at Truth Fighter Ministries is to promote empowerment across the nation for people seeking truth and a desire with strong spiritual foundation. We are committed to inspire and reconstruct our communities through innovation, education, and development to transform behaviors and mindsets of our people. Our people. Group economics. It's imperative that we work together, and it's no longer acceptable for us to work separately from trying to build our communities. It takes a village. And if we don't decide now to come together and actually work together and actually do things together, there's no way that we're going to be able to prosper in the future. If you look at our model, if you look at the way we did things in the early 20th century, that's exactly what we did. We did group economics. We worked together. If you needed to get somewhere, you had your homeboy drive you there. If you needed to get a haircut, you went to the neighborhood barbershop. If you needed to get fruits and vegetables, you went to the neighborhood fruits and vegetable shop. You took care of each other. Today we're so splintered, and we're so splintered, and we're so, on our own and not really worrying about taking care of one another, that we just got to get past that. Sometimes I get so frustrated and flustered in my words that I have a hard time kind of, articulating that, especially when I'm being distracted by so-called co-hosts. So I'll leave it there, you punk. I'll leave it there. Y'all know how I do. Check out www.truthfightersministries.com, www.truthfightersministries.com, and go to the About Us and go to the Contact Us. Sign up, be a part of the co-op. It's very important because the time is now for us to actually start doing things for ourselves. We're going to run the show back in its entirety at the conclusion of right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I want to remind everybody that independence is, in fact, the key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty, y'all. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. And have Steppin with Marcus J. We'll be back right here next week. Peace.